All right, testing on this. I'm going to see if this is broadcasting live on the page. See if I can turn my camera off. We're going to be getting started here in a minute. Hang tight. Let's see if it's working. 1 second. It's not refreshing. Of course it's not. Maybe it needs to be played. Refreshing. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so it's 2 o'clock. We're gonna get started. Congratulations for being here. I'm just really, really pumped. Oh man, so pumped to do this. You're gonna notice something's a little different about this training than most trainings that we've done. I'm gonna go live actually in our Facebook group because there's been so many technical breakdowns and whatnot, and I want to make sure that everybody gets to see this. Let me go ahead. I have to refresh this. Hopefully that doesn't get rid of this Facebook Live. So this is the most simple client traction system ever. You're here to see it. I'm going to break down some of the stuff. Hopefully this all technical stuff holds together because what I'm going to be showing you is way simpler than doing this. But this is really, really exciting. So so let me break down, refresh, come on, let's go. All right. All right, so if you are on this page, there is a comment button below or a comment box. Comment and let me know you're here because I'm not seeing if anybody's on. I'm not seeing what's going on, so. And everything seems to be crashing on Facebook. So, of course, this is awesome, right? Let's see here, right here. All right, what's up? Come on, let's go. All right. So comment below if you're on, so I know you're on. I'm about to clear cookies and say screw you. You're up. All right. Who is excited to get started here? Release. All right, there we go. I'm just going to go live on Facebook because that seems to work. All right, what's up, people? We're live on Facebook. We are, let's see here. So man, this last 2 weeks, nothing has wanted to work. Nothing has wanted to work technically, and I just really hope that that everybody is able to find this training and that you're able to really jump on. I'm going to invite some people. What's up? See who's on here. I put a link in the description, so hopefully that won't deter the reach and what's going on. So let me, what's up? Who's on? Drop me a comment. What up? Hi. What's up, Rob? How's it going, buddy? So actually, I'm going to edit this post, get rid of these. So quick tip, just so you guys know, if you're posting on Facebook and you're putting links in the descriptions of posts, it's actually cutting the reach of your post. So you want to put the link in the description. What's up, Kim? What's up, Elise? How are you? All right, so first things first is you're going to notice something is different about this training than every other training, and it's that this seat is empty. It's just me, which Holly is actually working on a client process, like a whole funnel, and it's actually a client that we're doing. She does. She's a speaker and a coach and a angel investor and does amazing things. She's actually been asked to speak for the Think and Grow Rich world tour, and we're building a whole system for her. So we're already excited. We're so excited. We're actually going to be going to the event to help support her, and it's so exciting to do. But what is this training about? It's about the most simple client attraction strategy ever. But first things first is, who am I? My name is Chad Oxted. My hair is looking awesome as usual. But let's see here. Back in 2004, I was doing network marketing, but it was the very first time that I'd ever heard of, and I think that's ever been done, is where they were using the internet to build a process to bring people into a network marketing company. They didn't have the front end process down of the client attraction part and the bringing people to. We had to call thousands and thousands of leads, and then we'd send them to a website. They'd go through the website, they'd watch these videos, it would warm them up, and then we would do the closing on the phone. It was very, very effective. But what I did find is literally sucks the life out of you. Calling, if you guys have ever like basically called and called and called all day long, it'd be like 100 leads a day of people looking to build a business, and you're basically just grinding your life away. If you've ever felt that way, drop me a comment and let me know if you felt that way below. And so I burnt out, like everybody else that does stuff like that, is I burnt out. I ended up becoming depressed. I actually became hooked on video games, and I didn't have anything going on in my life. I was, for about 2 years, I didn't know what to do with myself. I remember, actually, I'm still using the exact same desk of back then. And I remember with my head down on this desk, crying my eyes out because I had no place to go. I had nothing going for myself at that time. And I'd already I failed at real estate. I lost real estate. This was earlier than that. I failed at this business. I didn't graduate on time. I didn't go to college. I dropped out of college twice at this time in my life. And I didn't know what to do. And I had to find somebody to help me pull out of this hole. And I found them, luckily, and they helped me. Basically, one of the biggest things was stop beating myself up for all these things and not having the success that I wanted. And beating myself up for being stressed. Why are you, and you don't have anything going on, and it's just wasn't productive. And they helped me pull out of this hole. And at that point in time, I'd been starting to run out of money because I'd made good money previous things, and I was running out of money, and I had to find a job. And so I go and I'm looking for a job. And have you guys ever seen the movie Office Space? It's a movie by Mike Judge, which is the same people that did Beavis and Butthead, but it's about a guy that works in a office building, and he hates his job, he hates his life, and he goes to a hypnotherapist, and the hypnotherapist hypnotize him not to give a shit about anything. And I'm not going to give away the movie. You should go see it. But it changed my life because at one point in time, he's talking to these consultants that were basically interviewing him for his own job, and they were going to fire people that weren't useful to the company. And he's like, I just don't give a shit. And he's like, I don't value, I don't, if I work extra hard, I'm not going to make any more money. And I had this holy crap. After that movie, I can never work a like 9 to 5, go to a job and like work like basically nothing, like do you like barely get by, and they just pay you the same amount of money every time, no matter if you show up and work really hard or you don't. And to get yelled at by all these bosses and all this stuff, I just couldn't do that anymore. So I started getting into door-to-door sales. I knocked thousands and thousands of doors. So literally, I still probably have scars. I think I can feel them right there on my knuckles from knocking doors. I did that for about 6 years, and I sitting there listening to a guy in a sales office making $80,000 a month talking about how he works so hard and he works 90 hours a week and he has to drive 2 hours one way to work, and the only vacation he has is when he opened up a different sales office. And I was like, I don't want that for my life. And this guy was like at the pinnacle of like this, like a door-to-door career, right? $80,000 a month is like really good, right? For that industry. And this is where I was going. This is like the best I could probably do, unless I owned a company, and then you know, essentially it's better. But damn, like this guy was like the top end. And there was a thing that died there that I could ever make that work long term. And I'd been looking at internet businesses, and I'd actually made okay money using just straight up the internet, selling things on Craigslist and doing different things. What up, Dale? And I walked away from that job at that moment. I actually went and lived in a hotel room in Florida where this job was. I launched my internet business from there. I started doing videos. I started doing blog posts. I started doing all this stuff. But ultimately, I still had that idea of that mentality of door-to-door, that grinding away. I was basically just grinding my business. And until I remember the first time I ever made a sale online that I never talked to or messaged or anything beforehand. It was like the coolest moment ever, when you could just make money because you sold a product using sales systems, using the internet, where you never talk to anybody, never message them, they don't know you, you don't know them. It's just the coolest feeling to get through there. Anyways, so fast forward, I ended up getting into some affiliate companies, became top earner, one of the top earners, spoke in front of thousands of people for them, ended up doing my own events, and I did one in Florida there, sold 26 tickets at an average of $1,000 that I sold, and this was how cool. I went to sold this event, such massive value that 9 out of those 26 people ended up putting down a deposit for a $10,000 package in the Dominican Republic, where we went super deep on mindset and marketing and messaging and everything. And that's my love, my skill set in doing those things and helping people come up with their offers and that stuff. What's up, Scott? What's up, Fathom? How are you? I seeing if anybody's over here. But anyway, so that is my story in a nutshell. Then I met the most amazing woman ever, my normally right here, love of my life, off working on a project for one of our clients. And we started running an agency, and we started landing solar clients and roofing clients and doing all this stuff. And it was amazing. We were like raking in all this cash, but ultimately she was fulfilling, and she wasn't connected to these projects and didn't really love like all of the people. And so we actually went to an event in the Dominican Republic, in California, where we were sponsoring the event. And I remember the speaker there. He said, "Do what you love for the people that love what you do." And that like was a breakthrough moment in our business, because we knew. And we got really clear on who we were working with and who we wanted to work with and what kind of impact we wanted to make. And we came up with a whole triangle. It's called the perfect triangle, and it comes up with your perfect, helps you come up with your perfect person. Some of the people that are watching have gone through that. Super amazing stuff. But we used it first for ourselves, and we realized that we wanted to work with empowerment-driven, impact-driven, people that are looking to make a difference out in the world, people that are looking to really transform others' lives. And that could be in multiple different ways. People that are really just out there, like not just to make money, but to make an impact too. And it's just amazing. We've been doing that for going on 2 years, and we kind of throttled our agency where we only take very, very specific clients, or very picky about who we take. We launched a coaching program and a course, and have amazing successes with our coaching. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what I want to talk to you today is the simplest client attraction process, and this is using LinkedIn. And if you're not familiar with LinkedIn, it has, it's like almost 1 billion people on there. And it's where the most serious people are, right? The people that want to be approached about business, the people that are looking to be find things that are going to help them make money, the people that are all really, really, and I'll tell you the story that where it really broke down to me is we had set up a process and had a team member reaching out to and connecting with our perfect people, and we'll talk about that in a bit here, and building this relationship and bringing them through the process. And I remember I wasn't sure if it was working because we weren't necessarily getting like, and we've honed it to like kind of shorten the thing, but like we weren't getting like sales or coaching clients at the moment because we were going like longer term and building a really long relationship and bringing them over to our community and we're kind of going the really long game. That's cool. But I remember spending a few months doing this, and I was like, I don't know if this is working. And then all of a sudden we get a coaching or a client that bought our course, and I had no idea how they found our funnel, right? Because we weren't running any paid traffic at the time, and he didn't look familiar. He wasn't even in the community until like right around, like right before or right after he bought the course. He got into our community and he's checking us out, doing all this stuff. And I'm like, and when we reach out, because every time somebody buys our course, they get a strategy call. And I was like, hey, where did you find us? He's like, oh man, I found you on LinkedIn. And then I was going through your stuff, and then I was in your chat bot. I was going through all this stuff. It's so good. You guys have the most amazing content. And he's like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I need help with my setting up my online systems. I need my process and everything. And so we literally one call closed him on a $6,000 package, right? Because he came from a platform where people are looking for help. They're serious, right? They're business people. He's seen our process, our credibility and everything. And so one of the first things I want to talk to you about is, so LinkedIn, that's why LinkedIn's been so powerful for us. And we've been using it to get tons and tons of leads, tons and tons of sales, tons and tons of coaching clients and everything. And so it's been so effective for us over the last year. That was when we first got started. Now we've kind of honed it in a little bit better. But first things first, I want to talk about how you make LinkedIn really work for you, because some of the misconceptions that people really have is they go way broad. They should go super broad. They think that, and this is like, if you listen to us a lot, you're gonna recognize this a little bit, but we're gonna go deeper into this specific platform and go even more into it. Because if you look at what we do and what we stand for and who we work with. What's up, Matt? And who we work with is empowerment driven, impact driven, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, people that are doing big things in the world, people that are wanting to make an impact on the world. Those are the people that we work with. However, on LinkedIn, there's no search strategy for those people. That's like a group of maybe 5 to 10 different people to reach out to. And so therefore, your messaging, all of our messaging says that, right? It says empowerment-driven, impact-driven entrepreneurs, coaches that are looking to make a difference, transformational coaches, spiritual coaches, consultants that are really like into really helping their clients and want them to make it, like really get that result, that they really want to make that impact in the world. They know that they can help. You know, health coaches that are really into making a difference, transformational coaches, even agencies that are really out to like make a difference with people, and they're not just looking to get some money and you know, get some money and then run. Essentially, they really care about their people. That's what we care about. That's who we work with. Now, again, that is a bunch of different people. Now, what you have to do is find, even niche it down even more for our connection strategy that we use, and we call it, or one of our strategic exposure strategies that we use, and we're going to get into that more as you come through this. But we'll talk about it real quick. So the people that we've been reaching out to and connecting with is life coaches, right? That fits into our thing. So we set up our team to reach out to, connect with, and build relationships with life coaches. And that now you might not be serving life coaches, and you might be even saying, hey, Chad, my client's not on LinkedIn, or like it doesn't fit a specific career path or whatever. I'll give you an example. So one of our clients that we're going to be working with here, his name is Nick, and he owns a solar business, and we did a lot of solar stuff, and it's something that we still work with client-wise, is solar professionals. And so he's like, well, I know you guys are great on LinkedIn and what you're doing is so cool, but you know, my people, you know, they want to save money in their energy. They want to save money on their taxes because it's a great tax strategy. And I don't, you know, that doesn't make sense for me. And I'm like, okay, cool. But who has your clients? And this is a question, write this down right now, is who has your clients? And actually you can comment below, who has your clients? So my example is him. He's like, you know, I wanted to do this strategy, and I actually have a cold call person to call all the CPAs in Idaho, because in the solar industry, you have 90%, 80 to 90% of the people that are actually pulling the trigger on solar is because they owe money and taxes, and they need to get rid of that tax burden. And so he's like, if I could get hooked up into all these CPAs, I can give them a referral to refer their clients to me. All right, so example, so basically he would go to a CPA and say, hey, how would you like to give your clients a way to get rid of $30,000 worth or $10,000 worth of tax like things, and actually get money back instead of owing money? And he's like, yeah, that would be awesome, right? And so what we're going to do with him is we're going to set up a strategy where we're reaching out to CPAs on LinkedIn and connecting and building relationships with, and then setting up phone calls with him to then he closes these CPAs to give him referrals. And now if they give him 5, 10 referrals a year, each one, he's making like $10,000 each one of those deals. And so ask yourself who has my clients, and can I connect with those people on LinkedIn and then create that relationship? And so that's something that is super, super powerful, right? Oh, so we had another client. Her name was Amber, and when she first got started, or when she was doing health coaching before she got online with us, she was teamed up with a fitness coach. And so he would do the fitness training. She would do the health, mindset, meditation side of things, because they worked with bodybuilders and people that were doing big things there, right? And so I just got a bunch of hearts. I think I got the Thanos glove of reactions. You got the like, you got the hearts. I like the Thanos slide. But anyway, so she worked with this guy, and they worked together to give each other referrals and work together. And you could do the same thing. There was more to that story, but I'm not going to go super into it, but it's because I want to get to the next one. All right. So next one is messaging, right? You got to get super, super clear. And the actual breakdown is how to turn yourself into a client attraction magnet, right? And so your perfect client reaches out to you, and that's all your messaging. That's not just your messaging in your when you actually message somebody, but it's your messaging in your in your funnel, in your thing. And did it just all right, so if we're still live in here, I'm going to keep going. Sorry, the Facebook Live thing broke up. Hopefully this resumes or whatever. Facebook, I don't know what's going on with my Chrome. It's like got a bunch of cookies or something. All right, wait. All right, we're going to keep going. Hopefully, so, all right, so messaging is so, here we are, we're back. Hopefully that didn't, all right, so here we go, messaging. You got to get super clear. This is how you become a magnet to your perfect client. I just went black. All right, I'm going to get started here again. We're still here, don't worry. If you're live on here, I don't see your if you're on or not. I can't see how many people. So drop me a comment on the page. I'm going to try to get back onto Facebook so I can so people can jump back on. Let me see here. I have no clue if there's anybody on Google or on this page. Hopefully you guys made it. Let's see what's up. Yes, we got some people on here. What up? What up? Rob, what up? All right, so Facebook Live, we're back. So this can we can get going. All right, so messaging part 2 is all about how do you become that attraction. What's up, Sarah? What's up, Donovan? What's up, Fathom? Welcome back. All right, so how do you get that messaging down so you can become that magnet? one of the things that we use for our clients or teach them is surveying, right? So clients know what they want, right? They don't know what they need, and that's a different training. But they know what they want, and they know what their problems are. And if you can solve it, you can get your messaging down super tight, right? And so what we do for our clients is we help them put together their survey so they can go survey their perfect clients, so they can get their messaging down, so they can build that rapport, so they can build that credibility, and they can overcome objections. And that's one of the things, the biggest things with our clients that we do is helping them overcome objections that their clients have. So one of the things, and this is the tip, is every time if you get on the phone with somebody and they give you an objection to of why they couldn't pull the trigger right now, or why, like, it's too much money, or it's da-da-da-da, what's their excuses? If you can find people's excuses, you can overcome it ahead of time in your sales pitch. But even more powerful is you can overcome objections in people before you even get on the phone with them, before they even see a sales video. You can do content overcoming. And so one of the people that we did this with was our client, Nia. Now, Nia is a grant writer, and she helps people come up with money for their nonprofits and sometimes small businesses. And so we came up with all of what's the objections of hiring a grant writer. And she literally wrote them all down and got all of them. And then we're like, okay, this is your content now. You need to come up with stories of why this shit ain't real, right? When you can come up with stories that overcome these objections, it breaks down this stuff in people's minds. So then they will buy, or they will jump on the phone with you, or they will whatever it comes down to. And so you can figure out what all these objections are and then overcome them in your content throughout the week, throughout the month, whatever. And you build that relationship by giving them because this is the thing. These are all limiting beliefs in people's minds. And when you can overcome these, you build that relationship with them. When you can tell stories about how your clients have overcome these things, it builds this relationship and this rapport and everything. What's up, Rob? Appreciate you, man. And so you gotta make the list of why people aren't going to hire you. Why wouldn't somebody get on the phone with you? What is their limiting belief? And one of the things is people think that they can do it themselves. They don't need help. Now, one of the people, we run into this all the time. They think that they can do it themselves. And we had a client, actually, I won't even say his name because it's a little embarrassing. I will say is he came to us and he hired us for a strategy call, right? We sometimes do these strategy calls where we jump on with somebody and we help them come up with their perfect audience. Who is their target market? And then we put it into, and then we come up with, maybe help them come up with this messaging stuff and how to do that. And we'll charge them $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever. And so we did one of these calls with them, and then we pitched them the opportunity for them to become a part of our coaching, and we'll help them through the whole process. We'll take them through the whole thing. And literally, he was like, I think I can do it myself. I'm just going to really give it a shot. 8 months later, he messages me. He said, hey, can you take a look at my funnel? And I looked at the funnel, and it was all off. So one of the big things that we talk about is market match and warmth of traffic. And so if you speak to people that are dead cold, that have no clue who you are, in a way that speaks to them, because if you don't know, you don't know, right? There's 3 different ways. There's cold, in the sense of they don't know who you are. They're brand new. They do not give a shit who you are at that point. They just want to solve a problem, right? Then you got warm, where they've opted in, they've gone through some of your stuff, maybe they've gone through some of your content, so they're warm, and they they want to know more. They want to maybe potentially work with you, but they're not really sure. They're really on the fence or whatever. And that's the time you need to overcome all those objections. Because at the beginning, it's really just you need to give them value, show some credibility that you can help them, and then start warming that up into and then start overcoming those objections. But if you didn't give them any value at first, and so his funnel was all speaking like they already knew who he was, like he already knew what the solution to the problem was, when it wasn't something obvious. People don't know what they don't know, and if you start selling something that they have no clue about, and you haven't taken them through a process, it doesn't help them, right? And so 8 months later, he was finally got a funnel together. And he's about to, oh, and the other thing, his value ladder was all jacked. He was offering, it went from like a free opt-in to like a $300 thing, right? $300 thing. And then it dropped back down to a $50 thing. And I'm like, man, all right, so why don't we do this? We'll jump into coaching. I can fix this. We can get this all thing. And I gave him one thing. The hook was like really off, and I gave him a better hook. I'm like, dude, let's do this. Jump into coaching, and we will get this all working really, really well. And he's like, no, I'll figure it out myself. And now he's running traffic to a funnel that I know isn't going to work. It's going to work for opt-in if he changes what I recommend, but it's not going to convert. It's not going to make any money. And I'm like, dude, like, anyway, so, but that's his choice. He thought that he could do it better. And that's what we a lot of times do. And we waste time, we waste money. He's probably spent thousands of dollars to build it, like maybe dollars to build this funnel, to hire somebody with a sales copy, to do all this stuff, to put it all together, because he didn't have that skill set. And he could have just got into coaching, and we could have solved everything 8 months ago. And really the time and opportunity loss is really the big thing, because he could have made $100,000 in that period of time. Anyways, I think I just went on a tangent, but it's okay. So you got to take action when that. So messaging. All right. So the very first thing is all about getting who that perfect person is, that JV, that like they either have your clients or they are your client on LinkedIn. Who is that person? What is their specific career, like specific, so you can search them through LinkedIn, find them, build that relationship, and then get them on the phone, close them, or run them through some sort of process and get them to become a client, help them ascend through the process. The best way is get them on the phone. It's the simplest, and that's where we get into the third part, which is the simplest system, and is really about just sending connections, sending a message, taking it through a process, like warming them up, building rapport, and then getting somebody on the phone. Ideal situation is you get them on the phone and then just see what they got going on, see if you can help whatever way, and then schedule another call if they want to work with you. And then you pitch them whatever your process is. Ideal situation is if you have some sort of sales process where they can watch a 10, 15 minute, 20 minute presentation in between those two calls, and then they get on, and then you just take them through what's our 5-step process, which is finding their vision, finding what the biggest problem are, and then asking of why now. So why is now the time? Why us? Why are you coming to us for help? And then asking if they want help with that. So what is their biggest vision? What is their vision for your project? Where are you going? What is the biggest challenge with implementing and really having that become a success? And then why are you doing this now? And so write those down. And then why us? Why are you working with us? And then do you want help with that? And after you really recreate, there's something called recreation. Recreation is when you listen to somebody and you hear what they say and then you recreate what they said in different language. And so it's really, really, really powerful. It shows that you're actually listening, that you care and everything. And obviously listen and care is actually do that. So, but anyway, so what I want to do is I want to give you guys an opportunity to get all this, like have me help you set all this up. And it could be on LinkedIn, and you might not even be ready for LinkedIn yet. Maybe you don't know who your perfect client is, and you need help really getting clear on who that is. Maybe you need help with your messaging and getting that locked down and figure out, like, what is the words that I'm going to say to get somebody to come to me and bring me into this world. You know, I want to talk about a couple of our clients. You know, we had Amber talked about earlier. She was an offline coach that had never used the internet to facilitate coaching. She never used the internet to attract a client or anything. She ended up, she was offline and she transferred online before she talked to us, and she lost like 90% of her clients. And she came to us, she ended up getting our course and getting our coaching, and she jumped in coaching, and we did all this stuff for her. Helped her come up with her perfect person, helped her come up with her messaging, helped her come up with her process of getting new people to come in the door. And she ended up signing $138,000 in signed contracts in 6 weeks of working with us, of being a part of our quantum impact coaching. And it was so powerful seeing those results with her. It was so amazing. But anyways, so if you want to chat us up about it, I'm going to drop our funnel, where you can book a call. You're going to just go over there, you watch some of the testimonials. You can then book a call with us, and me and Holly will jump on with you. I might be on the first one. She could be on if it's a good fit and we can really see what's going on. We maybe set up a second call and really see it. But we're going to really see where you're at. We're going to really listen to what you're going through and see if we can help in any way. And I will tell you that just getting the clarity of what this call can do for you could be worth $1,000. It could be worth $10,000 for you just to get on to this call. That is not the agreement. So you can go to chadandholly.com/schedule a call, or you can wait for me to actually drop the link. Maybe I should. I'm not going to shit all over me, but, you know, preparedness is next to godliness, I guess. Let's get that. Let's get this link for you. So I'm going to drop this link. Yeah, so it's chadandholly.com/schedule a call. I'm actually going to be jumping on with the coaching people in a minute here. I'm super excited. And if you're on the page, like if you're like, you got this page, right? Like you're on the actual physical page of this, you can actually click. There's a button right below. And the button, what's up, Jennifer? Will go to this page. So the link's right there, schedule a call. And I'm just so excited to talk to you and see what you're doing, what kind of big things you're up to, what kind of impact you want to make in the world, and to see if there's anything we can do for you, right? And I will tell you, I will guarantee this call will be so valuable, even if you decide that you don't want us to either do it done for you, say you want something done for you and you fit the criteria. And like I said, we're very, very picky on who we do done for you systems for. But if that is the case, that you do fit into that, then we can do it done for you. We can do this. We actually have our team that is doing this LinkedIn strategy for us and doing it for other clients. If you wanted that, if you wanted up, but obviously we got to set up these processes. We got to get your target market, and you got to get your messaging, and then we can set up your strategic exposure process and get that all set up like we did for Nia. Nia, like I said, grant writer, never had a business in her life. She came to us wanting to write for us, like she was like wanting to do like what kind of writing could we do? And I was like, well, what have you done before? And she's like, well, I've done grants and I've done you know, was a professor and blah blah. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, so you did grants? How much money did you do in grants? Well, millions of dollars. For yourself or like as a business? No, I worked for somebody else. Could you do it yourself? Well, yeah, of course. Well, do you think you could offer that as a service? Well, yeah, but I don't know how to charge or how to even set that up or get clients or any of that stuff. So we helped her set up all of that, her messaging, her everything, to the point where when she gets on the phone with somebody, she's like 90% closed. And she actually filled up, she got 3 clients in her first week. These clients could be worth up to $100,000 for her. And she ended up closing 3 clients in her first week of coaching. And she ended up maxing out her program at 10 people, had a tripled her prices. We told her to triple your price, and it's still closing people on a regular basis. It's freaking amazing. So it's just so awesome to see what's happening with these people and what kind of success they have. If you want to be our next success story, if you want to help get that stream of clients coming to you instead of you having to go out there and hustle and grind for these clients, book your call, jump on the calendar with us, make sure to answer the questions after the calendar, and we'll jump on with you, and it's going to be super, super, super powerful. I'm so excited. I will see you on the call. Go book a call right now. You will not, there's no regrets here. I've never been on a call with somebody that like regretted booking the call with us. Like literally just this call can be so, 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 so valuable. Now, we really want to jump on with really serious people that are looking to make a difference. Either have a program or want a program, especially something high ticket. This is, who else is this for? Info marketers. If you have a course and you want a coaching program, we can help. If you have a coaching program and you want an info product, we can help. Holly is so amazing with helping people set up their programs. It's so ridiculously awesome how good she is at that. And so that's super powerful. If you are a affiliate marketer that is having success and you want your own coaching program, if you're an affiliate marketer that is just want more success, you have some money to invest in yourself and to go to the next level, to do that transformation, that leap to that next level, this could be for you. So go book that call. Let's jump on a call and see if this is a good fit. I appreciate you. Looking forward to talking to you on the call. Talk to you later. Bye.